Well, hello again, everyone, and welcome to our latest webcast that we're bringing you from Travel Weekly. Delighted to be joined once again by Lee Haslett, who is, of course, the Vice President of Global Sales at Virgin Atlantic. And Lee, we're both in our offices at last.
We are. We're both back in our offices. We've been back a while, though, haven't we?
Back a while, but I think the last time we did a webcast, we were always from home. So it's just great that you could join us again in more positive times. And today we've got lots to talk about, but primarily we want to talk about your new campaign where we've all, I'm sure, seen the adverts on the television about seeing the world differently. And you're running also a competition with Travel Weekly, which we'll come on to. But first of all, just tell us the background for this campaign and why it's so important that you focus on the staff, the employees at Virgin Atlantic, and allow them to be who they are at work.
Sure. First of all, I'm delighted that you've seen the ad. It's seen, well, millions of people have seen it according to our marketing figures since we went live with the ad a few weeks ago. So, and it's the first truly cinematic aviation TV ad. So it's a phenomenal ad. But I mean, going back to your question around the campaign background, look, from day one, you know, since 1984. It's always been people who make Virgin Atlantic Virgin Atlantic. You know, they're the beating heart of our business. Our customers say that. Our travel agents, customers that travel, we hear that feedback constantly. And it's really the soul of what makes Virgin Atlantic, that bright red heartbeat. And we hear that from our customers who proudly fly us, and our people that go the extra mile. It's the people, that magnificent spirit that they have. And we centered our campaign all around that. The campaign champions the rich individuality of the airline's people and customers. And it really builds on the research that travelers find, let's be honest, other airlines' crew can be a bit impersonal in their service. Virgin Atlantic's crew are encouraged to be their true selves on board and on the ground. And that comes through. We don't allow scripts. People add more personal touches on board Virgin Atlantic. And our people are passionate about our brand and really passionate about what we stand for. And we wanted to get as many of them involved as possible when we were developing this campaign. We had, unbelievably, some 200 of our people participate in the creation of the campaign. Some in some leading roles that you'll actually see on TV and in social media and in out-of-home ads, but some in supporting roles as well. There was a mixture of our own people and some actors, as you'd expect. But we had people in front of the camera, behind the camera, volunteers at the day at the shoot when we shot the ad at Heathrow. So it was great to see so many of our people behind the campaign.
Yeah, absolutely. And can you give us any examples of the kind of individuals that the campaign has been highlighting? I mean, we've seen the ad, there's people wearing makeup. I mean, there's all sorts of different things. And of course, more recently, you made the announcement about tattoos as well, that people can show tattoos. So tell us a little bit about the types of individuals.
Yeah, I mean, from an individual's perspective, we had we actually held an open casting across our organisation, so people could put themselves forward for to be part of the ad once they knew what the brief was, what we were trying to achieve. We spent a long time talking to our people about this campaign because it would only come to life if our people really felt it. We know that our people felt it. We know that our customers felt that Virgin Atlantic sees the world differently. From a perspective of individuals, we've featured a number of our crew on board. So you'll see some of the crew on board. We featured some female pilots on board, first officers. And a number of our clubhouse staff, security staff are featured all the way through the ad. Some of our marketing team are in some of the digital ads that you can see, and you'll see a number of our people throughout the whole campaign.
You didn't make the cut then, Lee?
No, I didn't. I tried really hard, but you know, I didn't make the cut, unfortunately.
Okay, so now listen, you're running a campaign with Travel Weekly for travel agents as well, all linked to this campaign. So tell us about that and, well, details of the competition. What's at stake?
Yeah, so the campaign, as I just said, is See the World Differently. And we're really excited as we enter a new era. We look to the future, we're rolling up our sleeves, we're not afraid to take on the big issues facing travel. This means doing better for our planet and the destinations we serve by becoming more sustainable. We launched our sustainability manifesto not too long ago. It also means working hard to make travel and the world open to everyone, no matter who you are, who you love, or where you want to go. And we believe that Virgin Atlantic has always championed that individuality. And after all, travel is one of the greatest joys of all. We've all felt that in the last couple of years where we had that restricted. But it's only if we believe it's open to everyone. So we're really excited about our new campaign, and I think it really encourages everyone to feel that they belong and feel like they belong to Virgin Atlantic. And over the next few months, you'll see a number of our team from across the sales team sharing a lot more about their individuality and how they feel they can embrace it at Virgin Atlantic. So look out within Travel Weekly. 2 have already gone. So we've had Amy Sterling, who's one of our senior account managers, share how she's been able to evolve at Virgin Atlantic, grow, but at the same time, we've supported her from a flexible working perspective to be able to prioritize her family. Brad Smith, one of our other senior account managers in leisure, is discussing how we work with and support the LGBTQ+ community. And then I think coming next week or the week after, Rachel Wilton, who started with Virgin Atlantic as an apprentice in our Basingstoke store, has now grown and developed through the organisation to lead our as head of global sales operations. And she really shares her views from a women in leadership perspective, and how she balances being a mum, but also her family life, but also how she's been able to grow within this role. So you're going to see some of the sales team talking about how we really bring that campaign to life on a day-to-day basis. In addition, we're asking our valid travel agents and partners, how do they see the world differently? Talk to us about how they see the world differently and stand a chance to win 2 return economy delight tickets to a dream destination served by Virgin Atlantic. So all you need to do is go onto Travel Weekly website. You'll see the competition page there. It's there already, and the competition closes on the 30th of June. So we'd love to hear your views on how you see the world differently, and win a chance to fly with us to one of our destinations.
Oh, brilliant. Well, yeah, we've had lots of entries already, actually, but it is, as you say, open for a little longer, and we would love everybody to get involved. It's really worthwhile. It's a fantastic campaign, Lee, and thank you very much for doing it with Travel Weekly. So let's just talk about a few other things, though. You mentioned there restricted travel. It has been tough, but things are hopefully improving. We'll ask you about that. But most excitingly, Lee, you're launching a new destination, a new route, and I think you're flying off somewhere tomorrow. So tell us about that.
We are. Well, we've launched. We launched Austin on the 25th of May, which is our first new US destination for some 5 years. So since 2017. So which is really exciting for us. We really felt it when we had no US like everyone did for 18 months. The US is our heartland, and to launch a new destination to Austin, Texas, our first US destination since 2017 is fantastic. And Austin, if you didn't know, is a phenomenal destination. It's a real entrepreneurial, young, cool, hip culture. Load of major businesses have just moved headquarters there. So the likes of Apple, Tesla, Meta, or as we used to know them, Facebook, Dell, Amazon, Oracle have all put head offices there not too long ago. It's a great leisure destination. It's the fourth largest GDP growth area in the US since 2014. So it's a fantastic destination. It's doing so well for us. The population, unbelievably, has grown there 21% in the last 10 years. So wow. It's a real unserved hub. It's a real entrepreneurial and innovators hub as well. So it's a great fit for the Virgin Atlantic brand. And we've seen some phenomenal performance. It's really well booked, really well sold. We've had great support from the travel agent community, both from a leisure travel, but also from a business travel perspective. So yeah, we're getting really rave reviews. We're so excited about our celebration flight tomorrow. So I am off to Austin tomorrow. We have a few of our key travel partners and press and influencers coming along with us. We'll have Richard meeting the flight, and a number of our leadership team will be meeting the flight as well. So we've got a bit of a celebration in Austin over the next few days. So yeah, as I say, giddy up, off to Austin tomorrow.
Yeah, brilliant. All right, well, I'm very jealous I'm not on that flight. One of my colleagues will be with you, and we're very excited for you, and we're pleased it's selling so well. And you know, when we spoke before, I think, Lee, you were on a panel at one of our events, at one of our business breakfasts, and you talked about how you really hope this would be a really strong summer. You know, how is it going? Clearly Austin's selling well, but you know, everything else was a little bit slower to take off than we hoped, clearly because we had Omicron at the start of the year still. But how is the summer and beyond looking for Virgin Atlantic?
We're in a really good place for the summer. You know, we've had a good Easter from an operational perspective. Been well documented that it's been challenging out there. We've come through that relatively well during that kind of Easter period through into the half term that we've just come through, relatively in a good position, minimal operational disruption. And then if I look at performance, we were talking about it being one of our best summers, and it will be one of our best summers. If I look at July and August, it's shaping up to be very strong. Our load factors are above what we'd want them to be. And they're only a few percentage points down on 2019 as we stand today. And I think the encouraging thing is our near-term booking curves are really strong. So what I mean by that is in the last 28 days, over a third of all new bookings are being made to depart in the next 45 days. So we're still seeing really strong build for the summer.
Right.
And then another key trend that we've been constantly looking at is our corporate recovery as well. And you know, our corporate recovery is so far ahead of where we had planned for it to be during 2019. So
we're desperate to get back to face-to-face meetings.
Hey, yeah, absolutely. And people are, you know, desperate to get back to face-to-face meetings. We're seeing a strong demand for groups, a strong demand for meetings, incentives. We're quite fortunate that we fly to Miami. There was a Grand Prix in Miami not too long ago. We saw a phenomenal amount of trade business looking to go to Miami. No doubt that we now fly to Austin, where the other US Grand Prix is. We'll do very well with Austin. We're already seeing build for that for future Grand Prix. And then there's going to be Vegas as well. So you can see that I was well briefed on group bookings prior to this, but we're really seeing strong group incentives as well as the traditional leisure customer going off on their holiday, be that to Orlando or wherever.
I was going to say, Lee, in terms of leisure, and I know you're saying it's a later booking curve, but where is it? Orlando, really? Is it, or where are people? I guess Caribbean strong for you as well, perhaps a bit later. But where are you seeing? Where are the best routes for you?
I mean, it's across the network. So we are seeing strong Orlando business, as you'd expect. We're a strong operator into Orlando for the parks and beyond. But also Miami is selling really well for us. We're seeing strong cruise business through to Miami into the Caribbean. As you'd expect, our Caribbean network, which is a real strength of ours, Heathrow Barbados is doing very well as well. But another real star is New York. Seeing a lot of customers wanting to go to New York for breaks as well. And then I've said this before, but I think it's going to be a strong summer for Las Vegas. We're seeing strong business for people wanting to go to Las Vegas and enjoy themselves after a couple of years of not being able to go. So yeah, I mean, the summer is shaping up well across the board, across the leisure segment and in the corporate recovery segment. You know, there's been weeks from a corporate recovery perspective. We track it every week. Percentage recovered for the same week, corporate travelers to the same week in 2019 for the week that we're in, and we've been fully recovered some weeks. That's 100% recovered some weeks, and our year-to-date average is above where we'd want it to be. So look, we're delighted where we are, and we're delighted with all the support that we're getting from the travel trade to achieve that performance.
I was about to ask, you've mentioned them a couple of times, but within that then, trade sales are doing well. I mean, you've got your teams back now. Well, you never lost them. I know you kept them on, but I mean, are they out and visiting agents again? And are you sort of fully up to speed with your trade sort of support?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm in the office today, as you can see, as we said at the beginning. We have the whole team in the office today. Tuesdays is the field-based sellers day in the office, where we all reconnect weekly. And it's just amazing to see and hear the stories of they are out with our customers, with our accounts, with our partners. It's phenomenal to see the level of engagement there. They're out talking about Virgin Atlantic. There is so much to be excited about this year. We've got new aircraft coming, which we'll talk about soon. We've got the AAAs coming, which we've got some great stuff planned for that. So we're out talking about the AAAs. You know, there's so much to be excited about. And the team are out there. Got some exciting news about the team coming up soon as well. I'll leave it there. We've got some stuff happening in the leisure sales team, but that's as much as I'm allowed to say, because I don't want to steal their thunder. I also don't want to steal the thunder of the Agent Achievement Awards, because we've got 2 big announcements that night. Actually, we might have 3 big announcements. 2 straight 3.
Oh, well, we'll take 2, but 3 is even better. I mean, and any announcement is good. We like that. And thank you for saving them up for the Agent Achievement Awards, which is not long. July the 14th, we'll be looking forward to that. And just to remind people, Virgin Atlantic is our headline partner, and we're very grateful to have you there. It'll be fun, I'm sure. And I think you've got a trade portal as well that you're going to be launching, a new trade portal. Is that coming soon?
We launched our trade portal, the Flying Hub, a few months ago, which was a completely re-platformed trade hub for our partners to use to find out everything that's happening at Virgin Atlantic, be that network or product or aircraft type and incentives and so on. But on the theme of incentives, we are launching a new agent incentive scheme. Right. So I can't share much on it yet. All I would say is it's been work in progress. It's something that I wanted to do pre-pandemic. We paused it for a period of time.
Yeah.
So we're picking that piece of work back up. I spoke to one of your team about it a few months ago, and that's one of the things that we are saving for the Agent Achievement Awards.
Excellent. All right. Well, we won't steal any thunder then. We look forward to hearing about that. It's, as I say, only a few weeks away. So that's good. All right, Lee, it's great to talk to you. It would be remiss of me not to just mention one other thing. Whether people have seen it or not, I don't know. There was an article in the Telegraph on Sunday about the chief executive of Virgin Atlantic, Shai Weiss, who talked very candidly. It was a big interview, but he talked about his own health, and he's currently battling with an illness. And it was an incredible interview. People should read it. But I don't know if you wanted to comment on that in terms of how bullish and how positive he's being.
Yeah, sure. I mean, as you say, it's a phenomenal interview, and I would encourage people to read it. It's I think it shows the character of our leader. He's a phenomenal leader. He's led us through a really challenging 2 years to where we find ourselves right now, where we are well on our road to recovery. What I would say is that article highlights Shai's character. This is something in his own words that he says he has to overcome. He's leading Virgin Atlantic. He continues to lead Virgin Atlantic. We're all there. We stand with him, and we're supporting him through this. But if there's one man that will defeat this, it will be Shai Weiss.
Excellent. All right. Well said. And may I just say on behalf of everyone at Travel Weekly, and I'm sure the industry, we wish him all the best if he's watching this. And we wish you all the best, Lee, with your campaign and all the stuff you're doing for the trade. And have a great time on the celebration flight to Austin tomorrow. And we look forward to seeing you.
I will try.
Oh, you'll try. I'm sure it won't be that hard. And we'll see you at the AAAs for all these 3 announcements. I'm going to hold you to 3 now.
3. I said 2/3, but okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Lee Haslett from Virgin Atlantic.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Lucy.